Hello, and we are live. We are live. We are live, and happy. I call every Wednesday a happy winning day. So, happy winning day to you all out there, wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you will be watching me from. And this is actually my day 20 of my Go Life Challenge. And I'm so happy, I'm up here to speak to someone, to actually engage with someone and, figure things out. What are your thoughts about the day? What is going on? How are you doing? How is your day going? And, how to, get things in order, how to get things sorted. It is very, very important that, in everything that we do, we should get organized. Get organized, be focused, remember that everything that you do at the end of the day, you're doing it right. Yes, so if you're seeing me here for the first time, guys, my name is Lisa, and I am the face behind this page. I am working in the healthcare industry, and I am running this amazing digital business alongside my work. And I'm doing this because at the end of the day, I really want to change. I really, really want to change. And I decided to make that change. And here I am today. And when I said I wanted a change is because I actually, how do I say it? I have a strong why. If you have a strong why, just like me, then you know what I'm talking about. I had a strong why, and I really wanted to make a change. And I knew that at a point in time, nobody can do it for me but me. So I decided to make that change. And guys, here we are making that change. And of course, in the beginning, it's not easy, right? In the beginning, it's not easy, but when you keep trying, when you keep trying and you know what you want, you know where you are going, and you know that there is something better out there for you, you will keep going, because at the end of the day, you want to get somewhere, right? So if you're in that circle and you know what you want, you have a strong why, and you want to make that change, why don't you join us? Why don't you join the tribe? And, let's see what we can do to work out things together. It's nice to have a positive environment around you when you decided to make a change, and when you decided to do that very thing that really is dear to you. It's very, very important. And I always say this, that don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just listen to yourself. Listen to your inner self. Tell yourself that, you know what, this is what I want, and this is what I want to do. So nothing is going to stop me from doing that. And I tell you, sometimes when you listen to your inner self and you make the move, you take the action, oh my goodness, you have no idea what that brings. The transformation alone, it's amazing. And I think that is what is happening to me now. There is a lot of transformation going on, and I'm so liking myself right now, and I'm liking everything that is happening, and I'm so grateful. And I'm saying that if you are out there, and especially I want to speak to my healthcare workers, my brothers and sisters in the healthcare industry, because I am in there and I know how it feels like, and I know how things are going. And I can see a lot of healthcare workers who have done this for so long, and actually they are not really getting ahead, and nothing is happening. Most people feel so stuck one place, doing the same thing over and over again, and they're not getting the help they need. And sometimes when I see the ones that are, the elderly ones who maybe have done the work for over 30 years, over 20 something years, and they still keep doing it. But now you can see that it's getting a toll on them. Health, challenges are now stepping in, and there is no plan B. It's really hard. And that is why it's so important that we need to start thinking about plan B. If you are in your 30s, if you are in your 40s and in your 50s, I tell you that getting to your 60s and 70s is just around the corner. I remember when I used to look into the mirror in my 20s, and I would do I would pray. I don't know, jokingly, I was like, oh God, please, I don't want to be in my 30s. Oh, I don't want to be even in my 40s. Like, please don't let me be there. I want to stay like this. Come on now. That was just, it's never going to happen. Time is not going to wait for you. It's running. Each and every time. In fact, each and every day, as every day goes by, something is changing. There is a change going on. And so if you don't, listen to yourself, if you don't kind of observe things, if you don't kind of find out yourself that, hey, time is going and I need to move with time and I need to do things differently, you find yourself doing the same thing over and over again, and you actually get no ahead. Like, you will not get ahead at all. There will be no result. Nothing is going to happen unless you make that change. And that is why I've taken upon myself to talk to you out there, especially in the healthcare industry, asking you that, what are you doing this 2026? What are you doing this 2026? Because listen, time is not going to wait for you. And whatever job role you are in your healthcare industry, you have to understand that the younger ones are coming. As time goes on, you will be there for the next 15, 20, 30 years. A time will come, the energy that you're using to work for someone, it won't be there again. It won't be there. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about. The energy, all the how do you call it, the stress you're using, the rushing hours, the 9 to 5, the 10 to 12 hours shift that you do, a time will come, the energy is not there for you to even grab. And sometimes you find yourself standing, eating, not having good enough sleep, all those things. So what are you telling yourself this 20? Are you still doing the same thing? Are you still in that kind of environment where, you feel like, okay, I've had it. Like, this environment is enough for me to I've had it. I really need a change. And you're not doing anything about it. You're still complaining, right? You still go take your bag and you go to work and you still complain, but you're not doing anything. You're not making the change. That I don't know. What should I call it? It's not courageous enough. You need to be courageous. You need to be brave. You need to tell yourself that, you know what? That's it for me. That's it for me. I need to make that change, and I need to make it now. And that is why, my topic is saying that one decision, actually it's one brave decision, can change everything. One brave decision can change everything. One decision can change your direction. One step can change your life. One moment of courage, I said courage. One moment of courage can unlock opportunities you never imagined. And sometimes, when you take that brave decision and you are in the game and you're working on yourself and you try so hard to get to that level that you want to be, sometimes when you start seeing the transformation happening, the changes, happening gradually, you ask yourself, oh my goodness, is that me? Yes, it's you. It's just that in the beginning, maybe you just didn't believe in yourself. But you have to believe in yourself and you have to believe in your journey. And I tell you, you cannot go wrong when you start doing things by yourself. When you start taking the bull by its horn and tell yourself that, you know what, this is me, I want this and I want to do it and I don't want anything to stop me. Of course, you have the negative, people around you, maybe a negative, how do you call it, friend, a negative, maybe a family member or a negative, colleague or even neighbor who would, say something that will put you off, something that it makes you feel like, oh, okay, maybe this is not for me at all. But you have to listen to yourself. You have to listen to your inner self. You have to, sit down, have a reflection and analyze things, because you know where you are. You know how the shoe is pinching you, right? Like the elderly people will say, you wear the shoe, you know where it pinches you. You have to tell yourself that, okay, you know what? That's it for me. And I'm whether you be my cheerleader or not, whether you cheer me or not, whether you support me or not, I am going to do this. There is no harm in giving a try to something that is so dear to you, something that you really want, but you're not going to get the help that you need. There is no harm in trying. You have to give it a try. It is very, very important, guys. And I always say this, you have to be your own cheerleader. When every journey that you start, of course, there will be challenges, there will be struggles and all that. But at the end of the day, you have to tell yourself that I am going to be my own cheerleader and keep moving. One thing that is so important is being consistent. Things will happen along the line. You can take a break, maybe health issues and all that, but you need to bounce back and keep moving. Because you believe in yourself, you believe in the journey, you have to bounce back and keep moving. Sometimes even when you bounce back and you come back, you keep moving like a force, you keep moving like a horse, on that race course, because at the end of the day, you want the result. You want to see the result. So you keep moving, and you're not looking back, because at the end of the day, you know what you want, right? So as a healthcare worker, wherever you are, as you're watching me, guys, you have to understand that enough is enough, especially if you have that role, that role you're playing that that is taking you away from your family, it's taking you away from your children. You yourself, you don't have time for yourself. Stress-wise, it's like you're losing your hair, you're not eating right, everything is like it's at stake at the moment. You're not even happy with yourself. You're not happy with, the surroundings. You're not happy with the situation. This is the time for you to realize that change is important. You cannot be in one place and keep complaining. Change is important. And that is why, I'm saying one brave decision can change everything. One brave decision can change everything. So tonight, this winning Wednesday, as you're about to sleep, or the ones that are awake, I don't know where your time zone is, but some of you, maybe it's morning where you are, as you wake up this morning, or as you're about to sleep, or during the day as you're going, take that moment, that 5-minute moment of reflection, sit somewhere quietly, ask yourself, am I really doing what is making me happy? Am I really where I'm supposed to be? Do I really need a change? Okay? And if you've been hesitating, you have to understand that this is your sign to move afraid and trust the process. Whenever you are in any kind of journey at all, you need to trust the process. So ask yourself all these questions, trust the process, believe it in yourself, and take action. Take action. What did I say? Take action. When we keep saying that take action, it's not just for saying sake, but I tell you that I took action in my digital business, in my online business, and I am trying enough to be consistent and work on myself, because I don't want to see myself, over 60 years plus and still doing same thing that is not even going to give me the happiness that I need. I wanted that change. I wanted to be able to pick my bag today and buy my ticket and travel around and go to where I want to go to. I wanted to wake up one day and call friends and families and say, hey, let's get it together. Let's do this. I wanted to be able to say, okay, this week I'm taking 2 days off, my business, and I want to really enjoy myself. I wanted to be able to have a choice. So if you're in that circle, or you're in that environment where you feel like you don't have a choice, then there is an issue. You should be able to have a choice, be able to choose what you want. You should be able to choose the times that you want to go on your vacation. You should be able to choose the dates, the months. You should be able to, step up your game and tell yourself that, okay, this is what I want, and I'm doing it without your boss or your workplace telling you that, hey, you cannot do it. We don't have the capacity. All those excuses that comes with it when you're asking for permission, you're asking for vacation, and all that. Recently, they're asking us to put down vacation times on the whatever, and people were putting. I think I was the last person, because I wasn't really interested anymore. Because what I know is, even the time and the month that you want to have your vacation, they will seriously tell you that, you know what, I'm not sure, we are not sure to give it to you because there are other people in line. I've been hearing that a lot. I've been getting that a lot. So, we are not sure. You need to wait. We need to work on it and see. And most of the times they come back and say, sorry, you need to choose another time. You can get it this time and that time. And do you know what that feels? How it feels like? It kills your spirit. It makes you to feel like, okay, what am I actually working for? So it is time for us to actually take that bold decision and tell ourselves that enough is enough. Enough is enough. Make that change. You be the change. Be the change. Let yourself, let your family and friends, let them be proud of you that, oh, wow, is that the same person that we know a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Make that change so that you can have that fulfilling life. You know, that times that you need to spend, that quality time, make that change. It's going to come. Trust me. That extra income that you want to have, that you're not getting out of those 2 jobs that you keep jogging in and out, running up and down, and you still are struggling. You still go back into your account and you're seeing minus. In fact, here in Norway, what happens is they will even tell you that you work too much, so pay back to the government. The government will ask you to pay back because they've given you a certain, amount of whatever that you have to work. And when you exceed, you need to pay back. We call it tax back. Whereby you can start your own online business. You can start running your own business where you work on yourself. And, as time goes on, you start seeing changes. You start seeing those extra income coming in. And that alone is going to help you to do the things that you love to do. Without, always going into your account and saying what? Minus. It's not worth it, right? So are you ready to be brave? Yeah, are you ready to be brave? Are you ready to take that brave decision? Because some of us have taken that brave decision and we are in the game and we are seeing changes. We are seeing a lot of transformation. All right. So take that brave decision, be the change and go out there and make that change. I'm telling you, nobody is going to start making that change for you, but you alone. So this Wednesday, tell yourself that it's a winning Wednesday for you. You're going to make a move that is going to change everything. Okay, it's going to change everything. And at the end of the day, I promise you, you will be proud of yourself that you did. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely Wednesday. And I can't wait to, speak to you soon. Stay blessed, stay focused, and speak to you later. Bye-bye.